So hello everyone and welcome to Career Launcher. So in today's class, we are going to discuss a very important topic of modern Indian history, and that is Gandhiji's Satyagraha movement in India. So everyone, welcome to Career Launcher. So am I audible, visible? If everything is fine, please write yes in the comments. See, we are changing the timing. Yesterday we conducted it at 5 p.m. Day before yesterday it was 5:30. Actually, there were some technical issues. That is why we are finding the time which are perfect, and there would be no problem as far as live streaming is concerned. So if there is any problem in the entire class, please write in the comments. ठीक है? वैसे मैं भी कोशिश कर रहा हूँ कि आप लोग की प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो जाए लाइव व्यूअरशिप की. ठीक है? So I hope if there is any problem, please write in the comments. ठीक है? I think it's fine. Everything is fine. Yes. Okay. Now you'll be thinking, sir, you'll be asking, sir, why are you discussing modern history, right? First of all, I'll tell you why it is important from CLAT point of view, because in the last 2 years, we have seen questions from NCERT book, that is from modern Indian history, directly. Okay. So we have seen questions from Jallianwala Bagh, we have seen questions from civil disobedience movement. So they are asking static GK also. Okay, like a history topic. So of course, next day they can ask about non-cooperation movement. They can ask about Gandhiji's Satyagraha. They can ask about other Satyagraha or something like that. Okay? That is why we have decided to actually have a class for that. So am I audible, visible? Is everything fine? Okay, good evening. Welcome to the class, Kushagra, PNC. Yes. What are the chances to get passage from political science book? Political science से कम chance है, history से ही क्योंकि 2 बार आ रहा है ना. In the last 2 years we have seen. So most likely that would be directly or indirectly there will be questions from here. है ना? Okay, I have one more thing. Today we have seen a new Chief Justice of India. Please write his name. And please tell me he has become which CJI? Which number? 48, 49, 51, like that. Please tell me. I want your response on that. And one more thing I want to know. Yes, Justice B.R. Gawai, 52nd CJI, right, Kushagra? Please tell me who administers the oath of office to the Chief Justice of India? Yes, second Dalit CJI. Yes, Kushagra. Very good. PMC Goel, Justice Bhushan Ramakrishnan Gawai. Yes, sir, Mani, right, 52nd CJI. Who administers the oath to the CJI? President of India. Very good. Okay? And who administers the oath to the Supreme Court judge? Then what should be the answer? अगर मैं ये पूछूं, who administers the oath to the Supreme Court judge? Then what should be the answer? Then the answer would be CJI. Yes, Koshagra. Very good. So now let us discuss with today's class. So this is what we are going to discuss, and all about Gandhiji's Satyagraha in India. And this is very, very important for this year CLAT exam. तो आप देख सकते हो Justice B.R. Gawai taking oath as the 52nd Chief Justice of India. You know, he's the second Dalit CJI. So who is actually the first Dalit CJI? Who was the first Dalit Chief Justice of India? And you know, he's the first Buddhist CJI. First Chief Justice of India from Buddhist religion in India. ठीक है? तो ये भी आपको बताना चाहिए. First Dalit CJI कौन थे? The name is there on the screen. Justice K.G. Balakrishnan. Justice K.G. Balakrishnan was the first Dalit CJI. Okay, that is what you should know. Yes, Priyanshi, go ahead, right? So ये सब बात पता होना चाहिए. Yes, Kushagra, right? Good. Because these things are in the news, and of course this can be asked. And he will retire in November. Okay. Okay. Now, let me discuss why I am discussing it. This is very important because I have to tell the people also, because sometimes people ask, ये क्या पढ़ा रहे हो history का, ये important थोड़ी है. So see the CLAT 2025 paper. And if you see it carefully, नीचे क्या लिखा है? Chapter 2, Nationalism in India, India and the Contemporary World, NCERT book. है ना? So these are the things, of course, है ना? So if you see it carefully, they are asking questions from civil disobedience movement, है ना? Because civil disobedience movement, Dandi March, etc. Why Dandi March started by civil disobedience movement, etc. Okay. So basically, what I've decided is that I will discuss these important things related with India's national movement. अब देखो एक और क्वेश्चन देखो, ये 2024 का क्वेश्चन था, ठीक है. This 2024 question was about जलियांवाला बाग मैसेकर, ठीक है. जनरल डायर arrived at अमृतसर, है ना, जलियांवाला बाग मैसेकर and all, ठीक है. Then एक और 2024 को क्वेश्चन था. This was not from NCERT book, but the idea was there, है ना. कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली का जो कॉन्सेप्ट वहीं से उठाया गया था somewhere, है ना. डॉक्टर भीमराव अंबेडकर टॉकिंग अबाउट द कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली एक्सेट्रा, ठीक है. That is what you should be knowing about. So good constitution, bad constitution, Dr. Ambedkar's opinion. In fact, I have made a separate video on constituent assembly. तो आप इसको जाके सर्च करना YouTube पर and you will get this video. ठीक है. Yes, that is what you can watch. हाँ, ये वाला political science की books, the nationalism in India and the contemporary world. Yes, yes, कुछ आ गया. But देखो political science books are fine, but जो concept, जो chapters है ना, जो civil disobedience movement, ये history का part है basically. ठीक है. That is what I'm saying. So basically they are asking about Jallianwala Bagh massacre. This is a part of history, right? They are talking about constituent assembly, है ना, ये भी एक तरह का history का part है. So next day they can give you on non-cooperation movement. Next day they can give you on Champaran Satyagraha. So we'll be discussing Champaran Satyagraha today. ठीक है. Next day they will give you question on these things, है ना, Gandhiji's Satyagraha in India, Rowlatt Satyagraha, ये सब दे सकते हैं उस topic पर. That is why if you go in the examination hall, you should not feel blank. यार ये तो मैंने पढ़ा ही नहीं, ध्यान से निकल गया, ये थोड़ी पूछेगा. But yes, since they are asking it, they are giving you an idea. जब वो इस तरह क्वेश्चन लगातार पूछ रहे हैं, 2-3 पैसेज, तो they are giving you an idea that other than current affairs, they will be asking these things also. That is why I have decided that in today's class, also in the upcoming weeks, I will discuss the modern Indian history topics like non-cooperation movement, civil disobedience movement, etc. ये सब मैं डिस्कस कराऊंगा, ठीक है. एंड प्लीज वॉच इट, डोंट बिलीव कि ये यूजलेस है, ठीक है. ओके, लेट्स मूव ऑन with the questions. So when we are talking about Gandhiji, so I'll give you a brief idea about Gandhiji, starting from his birth. He was born on which date? 2nd October 1869, 2nd October 1893, 30th January 1831, none of the above. Yes, I'm expecting everyone to answer. Yes, Safi Nomani, Kushagra Saxena, you are right. Is the right answer. 2nd October 1869 is the right answer. Yes, है ना. So ये पता होना चाहिए. This is a very famous birthday. And please tell me, if you add 150 years, if you add 150 years, it will become 2nd October 2019. Now you will be asking, sir, ये क्यों date बता रहे हो? Please tell me, this was a target of a very famous scheme of the government of India. Very famous scheme. This date, 2nd October 2019, when India celebrated Gandhiji's 150th birthday, there was a particular scheme that needs to be completed on this day. Yes, very good, Priyanshi. So Swachh Bharat Mission, या Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, जो भी कह लो, Swachh Bharat Mission or Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, the target was to ensure that the entire India become ODF. What is ODF? नहीं, मनरेगा तो चलेगा ना. There is no target of मनरेगा कि आज के बाद ये चीज कंप्लीट हो जाएगी. मनरेगा is actually providing job, employment. But ODF means open defecation free. What is the meaning of this? खुले में शौच नहीं करना means a person should not go in the ground for washroom, है ना, whether it's a male or a female, he or she should go in the toilet. Okay, and I hope you are aware this is very important for both points. Like one is hygiene point of view, it is very important, and another is from women's safety point of view. This was important. Okay, so that is why we are discussing it. Okay, yes. So the answer is A. Yes, Safi Namani, we are coming to that. What you are asking it, we will come to that. Just wait. Okay. The next is Gandhiji was born in the city of Mundra, Porbandar, New Delhi, Ahmedabad. बताइए. In which city he was born? Yes, Priyanshi Goel, Kushagra Saxena, you all are right. Porbandar in Gujarat, B is the right answer. ठीक है, ये तो सुना होगा आप लोगों ने. Yes, Safi Nomani, you are also right. So this is the state of Gujarat. and this is Porbandar. Okay. Yes, very good. Let's move on, है ना? मोहनदास करमचंद गांधी, born on 2 October 1869, पोरबंदर. काठियावाड़, काठियावाड़ पता किसको कहते हैं? ये जो पेनिनसुला है ना, इसको this peninsula is called as काठियावाड़ पेनिनसुला या सौराष्ट्र पेनिनसुला. ठीक है, सौराष्ट्र भी लिखते हैं, सौराष्ट्र पेनिनसुला. ठीक है. Fine. Let's move on to the next one. Gandhiji was assassinated on which date? 30th January 1948, 15 January 1951, 30th December 1948, 16 February 1949. Because they are asking questions from dates also. आपने देखा होगा dates से भी question पूछ रहे हैं. That is why we are discussing it. Yes. So people are writing C. I am shocked. 30th January 1948. A is the right answer. 30th January 1948. A is the right answer, not C. Okay, please remember it, because अगर आप PYQs उठा के देखोगे, they have asked questions from previous year, they have asked questions from dates, and they have asked questions from history section. Okay, that is why you should be knowing it. This is an important event in the history of India. Okay, so A is the right answer. Yes, you have to be very careful. Okay, and he died in Rajghat in Delhi. I mean, and I hope you are aware this. He was assassinated in New Delhi, 30th January 1948. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Who gave the title Mahatma to Gandhiji? Subhash Chandra Bose, Rabindranath Tagore, Sardar Patel, Jawaharlal Nehru. टाइटल किसने दिया था? Yes, Rabindranath Tagore. B is the right answer. अच्छा, कहीं पर टैगोर की जगह ठाकुर लिखा होगा तो भी it's okay. Actually, original name was Rabindranath Tagore, but British actually used to call it as Tagore, like Englishized version. But originally his name was Rabindranath Tagore. Okay, so B is the right answer to this question. And आप जाओगे देखोगे तो Rabindranath Tagore bestowed the Gandhiji this title in 1915. Why? Because Gandhiji called him Gurudev while writing his autobiography. After the latter called him Gurudev. So Gandhi ji ने Rabindranath Tagore को Gurudev कहा था. So in response to that, Rabindranath Tagore called him Mahatma. ठीक है. Okay, Mahatma means a great soul. ठीक है. I hope you are aware. Let's move on to the next one. हाँ, बापू बोस ने दिया था, right? Gandhi ji moved to South Africa in which year? 1881, 1893, 1905, 1915. I hope you are aware. Gandhi ji was having a legal a lawyer, actually, you can say, है ना? Legal studies किया था. He had gone to England, etc. also. So basically, because for some of his, he actually had gone for some legal work, you can say, as a lawyer for his client, है ना? So 1800 what? Someone was discussing few minutes back. Safi Nomani ने लगता है बोला था ना? And you were right. The right answer is 1893. So 1869 में Gandhi ji was born. At 24, it becomes 1893. So he was 24 years of age when he went there. B is the right answer. Yes, Safi Nomani, Koshagra Saxena, you both right. B is the right answer. 1893 में, है ना? वो गए, and he stayed almost for 21, 22 years. ठीक है? That is what you should know. And he was a lawyer by profession, and in 1893 he had gone to South Africa. Now the next is Gandhiji came back from South Africa, bag and baggage. In which year? Because बीच में भी एक बार आया था, but we are not counting that. But he came back to settle in India. In which year? 1909, 1915, 1917, 1918. What is the right answer to this question? बताइए. Yes, very good, Safi Noman. Very good, fantastic. Exact date आपने बता दिया. 9th January 1915. And what do we celebrate on 9th January? Yes, Kushagra, Priyanshi, you are right. Pravasiya Bharatiya Divas, NRI Day. Great, very good. Yes, Priyanshi and Safi, you both are right. We are coming to Champaran Satyagraha, Kushagra. We'll come to that. So basically, 9th January, he celebrated Pravasi. He actually came back, and that is why we celebrated Pravasi. We celebrate Pravasi Bharatiya Divas. This is celebrated since last 20-25 years. ये पहले नहीं celebrate किया था प्रवासी भारतीय दिवस, also known as NRI Day, non-resident Indian Day. Non-resident Indian Day, NRI Day. ठीक है. This year कहाँ celebrate किया गया था? This year, anyone? NRI Day was celebrated where? In which state? In city? So South Africa से Gandhiji came back to India on 9th January 1915. This year प्रवासी भारतीय दिवस was celebrated in Bhubaneswar. Very good. Odisha. Yes, Priyanshi, go ahead. Right. Odisha में there's a place. Bhubaneswar. Good. Very good. Okay, let's move on. Now, what is the name of the ashram established by Gandhiji in South Africa? In fact, I hope you are aware. So when Gandhiji was there from 1893 to 1915 for almost 21-22 years के आसपास, and then Gandhiji had Satyagraha there also. So he established one ashram there, one Ketu ashram, the famous ashram. If you tell me, I'll be very happy to know, where he fought for the rights, for the equality, etc. So there also people had witnessed racial discrimination by the white. Phoenix settlement, Sabarmati to India में था ना, Phoenix settlement and Tolstoy farm. Very good. Phoenix settlement and Tolstoy farm. So these are the two, and वो पता होना चाहिए, Phoenix settlement and Tolstoy farm. ठीक है. अच्छा, सत्याग्रह के लिए है ना, ट्रांसवाल वगैरह जगह है साउथ अफ्रीका में, वहां ही एक्चुअली फॉट फॉर दैट, है ना. सो सत्याग्रह के लिए he used two tools. He said that these are the two tools for satyagraha. बता सकते हो? ये वर्ड उनसे एसोसिएटेड, ये वर्ड हर जगह यूज किया जाता है, and that is truth and non-violence. Yes. Now why I'm discussing it? देखो, CLAT 2021 में, in CLAT 2021, one question was asked on Gandhi Peace Prize. ठीक है? This question was asked in CLAT 2021. See you can open the question PYQ and see it. उसमें लिखा हुआ था कि why is Gandhi Peace Prize given, and there were 4 options, and one of the option mentioned, लंबा सा था लिखा हुआ, it was a long statement mentioned, and it mentioned the word non-violence, truth, etc. And that was the answer, because Gandhi's life was associated with truth and non-violence. अगर 4 ऑप्शन में अगर पूछा जा रहा है कि why Gandhi Peace Prize is given, so Gandhiji was associated with satyagraha, non-violence, truth, sarvodaya, antodaya. These are the terms associated with his life. So if non-violence is mentioned in the option, there are very highly likelihood that that would be the answer. ठीक है? इसीलिए मैं बता रहा हूँ कि that is why you have to read it comprehensively, and if you have common sense, if you apply the common sense, you will realize that you will be able to solve a lot of more questions, है ना? That is what you should know. तो टॉल्स्टॉय फॉर्म जो था, एक आश्रम था, आप चाहो तो पढ़ सकते हो, है ना, ऑर्गेनाइज्ड बाय गांधी जी, है ना, नाताल, ये सब वही जगह है. वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट साउथ अफ्रीका. तो मैं साउथ अफ्रीका के बारे में बहुत डिटेल में नहीं जा रहा हूं, बिकॉज आई डोंट थिंक दे विल बी आस्किंग अबाउट व्हाट गांधी जी डिड इन साउथ अफ्रीका, बट यू शुड हैव एन आइडिया दैट यस, गांधी जी हैड वर्कड अ लॉट against racial discrimination even in South Africa. He was expelled out from the train, आपने सुना होगा, है ना, because he was is traveling on first class compartment train, है ना, and he was expelled out by that the TT or whatever was the officer there, that yes, only whites can travel. These things were there, है ना. So सारे incidents South Africa में हुए थे. Now when he came back, he established an ashram in India also. Where? Anyone? Yes, Sabarmati ashram. Very good. There is a river also, Sabarmati river. ठीक है? So आप देख सकते हो, Sabarmati ashram located in Sabarmati, suburb of Ahmedabad, है ना, ashram. आज भी I think it's there today also, है ना, है ना. आप देख सकते हो यहाँ पर साबरमती, ये गुजरात है, साबरमती इज द प्लेस, हाँ अहमदाबाद में, राइट. और यहाँ से एक रिवर भी गुजरती है, साबरमती रिवर. साबरमती रिवर इज देयर आल्सो. Why did Gandhi return from India? Priyanshi, we are not going in that detail. उतना detail में नहीं जाएंगे कि why did Gandhiji return and all. उतना जो conceptual चीज, जो knowledge की चीज हो, मतलब जिसमें ज्यादा पूछे जाने का चांस है, that will be discussing. ठीक है? Okay. Yes. Okay. The next is name the autobiography of Mahatma Gandhi. Autobiography को हम लोग memoir भी लिखते हैं. Memoir, MEMOIR. आत्मकथा, very famous. Songs from present, my life is my message, truth is gold, my experiment with truth. See, all are written by Gandhiji. ठीक है? And बता गांधी जी ने बहुत सारी किताब लिखी थी. So the answer is my experiment with truth. This is actually his autobiography, and I have read some of the portion, not the entire book. And he has discussed about his life there. My experiment with truth. ठीक है? ये भी उनकी बुक है, Songs from Present. This was asked in some government exam, etc. तो खैर, the right answer is D is the right answer. This is the autobiography of Mahatma Gandhi, which you all should be knowing it. Okay? If you do not know it, please know. Please get to know, remember it. One more thing. देखो इनकी और भी बहुत सारी बुक हैं. एक तो हो गया एक्सपेरिमेंट विद ट्रुथ. ईयर पे मत जाना बिकॉज दैट्स नॉट इंपॉर्टेंट. एक हिंद स्वराज, वर्ड्स ऑफ गांधी, समझो कंस्ट्रक्टिव प्रोग्राम करके, है ना, सत्याग्रह इन साउथ अफ्रीका इन कॉमन सेंसेस. देन सर्वोदया, गांधी जी के दो तीन फेमस कॉन्सेप्ट था. He believed in the concept of Sarvodaya and Antodaya. You know what is this? Go and find out. What is the meaning of this? Sarvodaya and Antodaya. These are the terms associated with the life of Gandhiji. Ethical religion, है ना? Economic thoughts of Gandhiji. तो खैर सारे. My life is my message. ठीक है? Bhagavad Gita according to Gandhiji. Then songs from prison. This was very prominently asked in a government exam. So I was just saying it. And truth is God. So that is what you should know, है ना? यूनिवर्सल मर्सी, किसका आंसर बता रहे हो? सर्वोदया का? नहीं, नॉट यूनिवर्सल मर्सी. अच्छा, गो एंड फाइंड आउट. सर्वोदया और अंत्योदया का, दैट्स होमवर्क. ठीक है? विलेज स्वराज, विलेज स्वराज की बात की थी. विलेज रिपब्लिक, ही टॉक्ड अबाउट दैट. ठीक है? दीज आर द थिंग्स. द ग्रीन पैम्फलेट. तो फेमस वंस का नाम बता दे रहे. द लॉ एंड द लॉयर्स, एसेंस ऑफ हिंदुइज्म, है ना, कन्क्वेस्ट ऑफ सेल्फ. Gokhale, my political guru. ये थोड़ा सा you should know it कि who was the political guru of Gandhi जी? गोपाल कृष्ण गोखले, बहुत फेमस ही है. ये भी पता होना चाहिए. ठीक है? This is very very important, है ना? All men are brothers. हिंद स्वराज नाम से बहुत फेमस है. हिंद स्वराज, book by whom? So गांधी जी. ठीक है? And third class in Indian Railway. What is Hinduism? ये पूछ सकते हैं. ठीक है? And गांधी इन इंडिया, तो नाम से पता चल रहा है गांधी इन इंडिया. टुवर्ड्स न्यू एजुकेशन. हाँ, he talked about नई तालीम, न्यू एजुकेशन. This is also what you should be knowing. ठीक है? Then हिंदू धर्म by महात्मा गांधी, तो पता चल जाएगा अगर महात्मा गांधी लिखा है तो. Pathway to God. ठीक है? These are some of the things famous one. हाँ, जो prominent ones है मैं highlight कर दिया. Otherwise अगर आप सब याद रख सकते हो, it's very good, है ना? महात्मा गांधी and Leo Tolstoy letters. तो Leo Tolstoy he was impressed and that's why Tolstoy फॉर्म नाम भी रखा था. Now, this is very important. We are discussing here that after coming back from South Africa, Gandhiji attended 1916 Congress session at what place? Gaya, Lucknow, Bombay, Madras. It's very famous. Actually, when he came back, he decided to travel entire India for the next 1 year. Travel entire India. That is what he will do. So what happened was next year in 1916, Lucknow session happens. Yes, headed by A.C. Majumdar. Very good, Namo. A.C. Majumdar was actually the president. Majumdar. And here, actually, it is also famous for Lucknow Pact. And it is said that Indian National Congress and Muslim League had done a pact also. And that is why it is famous. It is also famous for reconciliation of extremists and moderates within the Indian National Congress. So whenever we will be discussing about that, whenever we'll be discussing Indian National Congress, we will discuss about the Surat split or the Congress split. So but just remember it. Lucknow Pact, why I'm discussing it? Because there is some reason. What we are going to discuss after that. So यहाँ पर लखनऊ जगह है यूपी में, where Gandhiji participated in Lucknow session 1916. Okay, and after that, what happened was Yes, Rishi Sachdeva, very good. He actually did his first satyagraha. Very, 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 very important. So name the place where Gandhiji did his first satyagraha. And year also bata do. I'll be very happy to know this. Ahmedabad, Champaran, Kheda, Lucknow. What is the right answer? Very good. Champaran कहाँ है? कौन जगह मिलेगा? Where, in which state you will find? Which year? 1917. ठीक है? Yes, very good, very good. In which state of India you will find Champaran? देखो होता क्या है, लखनऊ सेशन होता है उत्तर प्रदेश में. देखो this one is यूपी, ये उत्तर प्रदेश है. this one is बिहार. ठीक है, this is बिहार, this is यूपी. ठीक है, सो यहाँ पर नॉर्थ वेस्ट ऑफ बिहार में यहाँ पे चंपारण डिस्ट्रिक्ट मिलेगा. नाउ दिस डिस्ट्रिक्ट, इफ टुडे if you find Champaran district, you will get to know that it has been divided into West and East Champaran. अब जो है ना, दो चंपारण है, एक वेस्ट चंपारण है, एक ईस्ट चंपारण, बट अर्लियर देयर वाज चंपारण डिस्ट्रिक्ट. ठीक है. नाउ व्हाट वाज द प्रॉब्लम? सो व्हाट हैपेंड वाज दैट गांधी जी लखनऊ में मुलाकात किए ना. देखो जस्ट वेट. सो दिस इज द प्लेस Lucknow. So when Lucknow session happens in 1916, Gandhi met leaders. ठीक है. Entire chapter on Champaran movement, right, Priyanshi? So when Gandhiji met leaders in Lucknow, one of the leader from Champaran district had visited Lucknow back, visited there also. I mean, he was a part of Lucknow session, and he convinced Gandhiji to please come to Champaran. Which person is being talked about? एक बहुत फेमस आदमी थे चंपारण, वो जो है बिहार से आए थे, यूपी, लखनऊ, और लखनऊ सेशन में गांधी जी को कन्विंस किया गया, आप आइए यहाँ पर किसान की समस्या है, देयर इज अ फार्मर प्रॉब्लम, इंडिगो प्लांटर्स आर facing some problems, so please come here and address the problem and raise this issue in front of British. So what is his name? Kripalani. The main person was राजकुमार शुक्ला. ठीक है, 1917 सत्याग्रह हुआ, यहाँ पर नाम लिखा होगा. हाँ, मिस्टर राजकुमार शुक्ला बोलते. ठीक है, और भी लोग थे, जेबी कृपलानी भी कह सकते हो. देयर आर अदर पर्सन, अनुग्रह नारायण, रामनवमी प्रसाद, मजहरुल हक, जेबी कृपलानी, सब थे, बट मेन पर्सन एक्चुअली रामकुमार शुक्ला को कहा जाता है. ठीक है. सो ही वेंट देयर, ही मेट गांधी जी इन लखनऊ. तो देखो यहाँ पे लखनऊ है, ये बिहार यूपी का बॉर्डर है, दिस इज बिहार. यहाँ पर आपको मिलेगा चंपारण, चंपारण डिस्ट्रिक्ट. ठीक है, तो चंपारण से लखनऊ आई थिंक 300-400 किलोमीटर होगा, आई थिंक 400 किलोमीटर. सो ही इनवाइटेड कि आप यहाँ आइए, please come to the Champaran, and he talked about raising the issue of indigo planters. So what was that? What was the problem in Champaran as far as indigo planters are concerned? क्या समस्या थी? कोई एक problem, एक particular system था which they were opposing it. What was that system? बताइए. They were forced to grow crash. नहीं, चौरी चौरा चंपारण नहीं, गोरखपुर में यहाँ पे हुआ था जो आप पूछ रहे हो ना, चौरी चौरा. विल डिस्कस चौरी चौरा व्हेन विल डिस्कस नॉन कोऑपरेशन मूवमेंट. आएगा, सब आएगा. ठीक है. इंडिगो में क्या प्रॉब्लम था? यस, देयर वर सम कंसर्न बाय इंडिगो प्लांटर्स. यस, यू आर राइट, बट व्हाट वाज द प्रॉब्लम? 15% लैंड इंडिगो वाज कल्टिवेटेड ड्यू टू व्हिच एक्सप्लॉइटेड फार्मर्स कंडीशन. ठीक है, but I haven't got the right answer. मतलब 100% right answer नहीं है, but roughly आप लोग सही बता रहे हो. Actually 3 कठिया system was the main problem. 3 कठिया कहीं लिखा होगा. Is there a term 3 कठिया written? No. So let me यहाँ पे लिखा होगा. Let me tell you, the name of the system was 3 कठिया system. Now, if you are from a village area, I'm not going in that detail. बीघा होता है, कट्ठा होता है. कट्ठा जो होता है ना, 1 कट्ठा, मतलब एक समझो 1 plot of land. ये बिहार में वर्ड यूज करते हैं. I don't know in other states whether कट्ठा word is used or not. कट्ठा is actually a area, a particular measuring unit for measuring the area of a land. 1 कट्ठा, 2 कट्ठा ऐसे लिखते हैं. Yes, yes, Priyanshi, right. So basically 3 कठिया मतलब है कि out of 20 plot of land, if you have 20 plot of land, out of these 3 plot mein you are compulsorily you are supposed to grow indigo. This is called as 3 कठिया system. So 3/20 है ना, 3 कठिया 3/20. मतलब आपके 20 बीघा जमीन है या 20 कट्ठा जमीन है. If you are having 20 plot of land, out of that 3 plot you are compulsorily supposed to grow indigo. But what is the problem? See, it was not profitable. First, you cannot force. Why is British forcing? The planters or the farmers will decide, what is good for them. So the problem was indigo was not profitable, especially after the rise of German dyes, synthetic dyes, etc. उस जमाने में एक तरह का तो इंडिगो का काम क्या होता था, कपड़ा में डाला जाता था ना, मोस्टली फॉर क्लोथिंग एंड ऑल, क्लीनिंग क्लोथ्स एटसेट्रा. तो हो गया कि बाय दैट टाइम एक्चुअली वी हैड सीन राइज ऑफ जर्मन डाइज, है ना. तो जर्मन तो इंडिगो की डिमांड उतनी बची नहीं थी एक्चुअली. सो इंडिगो वाज नॉट मच प्रॉफिटेबल एज अ crop or growing crop, etc. ठीक है. That is why people came. Gandhiji went there, sat on actually he protests, etc. And finally the British had to agree for that, for cancelling this teen kathia system. ठीक है. That is what you should know. And this is why very 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 important question ki which is the first, हाँ लिखो यहाँ लिखा teen kathia system, which is the first Satyagraha of Gandhiji in entire India. The answer is Champaran Satyagraha 1917. Very 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 important. Okay, please remember it. Now the next is name the place where Gandhiji did his second Satyagraha. And what was that? Second Satyagraha. Yes, it is in Gujarat, but what is the answer? Ahmedabad cotton mill strike. So A is the right answer, not C. Okay, it is in Gujarat. Okay. So what was that? देखो, it happened in which year? देखो ये गुजरात है. This is the state of Gujarat, and here is Ahmedabad. 1918. देखो अब क्या समझो. 1914 to 18 World War I was happening. So when World War I ended, what happened? What happened? Price rise. जब भी wars होते, especially World War etc. Price rise. So the mill workers there, mill में काम करने वाले जो workers होते हैं, they were demanding salary increase. कि भैया इतना महंगा हो गया, price rise, the inflation is so high, है ना. Great Depression तो बाद में आता है 1929 में. ठीक है. But you understand it, whenever there's a war, especially World War type thing, of course it will lead to economic crisis, rise in inflation. So they'll be demanding कि भाई salary बढ़ाओ, है ना. So they were actually demanding, Ahmedabad mill workers actually were demanding increase of 35% wages, etc. है ना. And that is why Gandhiji came, went, supported them, and finally they agreed. The British agreed for increase in salary. I'm not sure 35% तक शायद नहीं agree किए थे, कुछ they agreed for some increase in salary. Okay. They were demanding 35% increase, by the way. Similarly, the third place where Gandhiji did the Satyagraha was yes, this is Kheda in Gujarat. Okay, so C is the right answer to this question in 1918. And this is about what? So Kheda जो कहाँ पड़े? वो अहमदाबाद से थोड़ा सा south में. This is also just south of Ahmedabad, Kheda. What was the demand? Peasants' demand was there. For what? Peasants were demanding what? So basically what happened was कि the peasants' crop had failed. Cotton mill worker तो ये वाला था, Ahmedabad वाला. This is cotton mill worker. ठीक है. Here actually was peasants were demanding that we should not be paying back land revenue. Why? Because our crop has failed. तो जब मेरा crop fail कर गया due to droughts and plague, कहाँ आ गया है? और plague का मतलब होता है जो बीमारी होती थी ना, like it used to kill like rodents and all, है ना? So it used to destroy the entire crop, etc. and all, and because of which they cannot pay back the land revenue. So Gandhiji came back, supported him and them, and finally also it is actually a win here also, है ना? The British agreed and all. ठीक है, so ये सब लोगों थे. Here actually Sardar Patel's role was also there, है ना? Along with Mahatma Gandhi. ठीक है. अच्छा कैसे याद रखेंगे? Because sometimes people ask कि सर कौन सा वाला पहले किए थे, whether it was Champaran, then Ahmedabad, then Kheda. So I'll tell you. Someone had told me, actually I had seen a video where someone was saying, so Gandhiji came back from South Africa and ate cake. Okay. So first, this is just to remember it. The first is Champaran, the second is Ahmedabad, and the third is Kheda. Okay. I hope now you will not get confused. Champaran is 1917, Ahmedabad is 1918, and Kheda is 1918. Is it clear? I hope you will not forget. Okay. ठीक है, याद रहेगा? Got it? Gandhiji came back from South Africa and ate cake. So see, let me write it clearly. Champaran, 1917. साफ से लिख देता हूँ. Ahmedabad, 1918, and Kheda, 1918. ठीक है? Okay. And so this you should remember. Now the next one is, which of the following was the first all India Satyagraha of Gandhiji? Champaran Satyagraha, Rowlatt Satyagraha, non-cooperation movement, civil disobedience movement. We will discuss each and every of them. Okay. In the upcoming classes, we will discuss non-cooperation, Rowlatt Satyagraha, Jallianwala Bagh massacre. ये सब discuss कराऊंगा because we have seen questions. So of course, I'll be discussing that. See, the right answer is, देखो चंपारण सत्याग्रह तो नहीं होगा because all India सत्याग्रह पूछा जा रहा है. चंपारण was limited to Champaran district, so that cannot be the answer. ठीक है? And people writing option C, no, the answer is option B, Rowlatt सत्याग्रह. ठीक है? So ये इसके बाद हुआ था, ये 1920 में था, ये 1919 में. ठीक है? This happened in 1917, 1919, 1920 to 22, 1930 से 32 के आसपास माना था ना, जनरली. ठीक है? So 1930 में स्टार्ट हुआ था. ये तो होगा नहीं because this is limited, all India पूछा जा रहा है. ठीक है? And Champaran is limited to Champaran, Ahmedabad Satyagraha is limited to Ahmedabad, Kheda Satyagraha was limited to Kheda. But Rowlatt Satyagraha was all India Satyagraha. Yes? No, it was not limited to Punjab. We will discuss it. We will discuss in the upcoming weeks about Rowlatt Satyagraha, non-cooperation movement, civil disobedience movement. These things we will come in the upcoming class. We will discuss. Okay, so the right answer is B is the right answer to this question. अगर आप जाओगे Google पे search करोगे, so that also says the first All India Satyagraha. All the recorded famous prominent books says Rowlatt Satyagraha is the first Satyagraha of Gandhiji. ठीक है? And because the nature was that, ठीक है? Rowlatt Satyagraha का specific एक state से लेना देना नहीं था. Although the incident happened in one state, okay, but Rowlatt Satyagraha was not specific to a particular problem, was not specific to a particular region. जैसे Champaran Satyagraha, 3 खटिया system was there in Champaran. Ahmedabad mill worker strike was because there was a mill in Ahmedabad where there a strike happened. Okay. Similarly, Kheda was also a particular problem. But Rowlatt Act was passed by the British, and this was implemented in entire India. And that is why when Gandhiji talked about it, it was actually an all India Satyagraha. Okay. So we'll discuss it in the upcoming classes. Okay, about this. And one more thing, देखो आज class smooth रहा. I hope. Was there any problem as far as class getting hanged is concerned? I don't think so. So 5 or 6 p.m. पे problem करता है. So most likely we'll be having class at 8 p.m. only. Okay. So please subscribe to the channel. Press the like button. So Monday से Wednesday को we'll be having class at 8 p.m. Okay. So I think this is the right time. Thank you everyone. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.